Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, the weekend after Thanksgiving. So hopefully everyone had a nice long holiday weekend. I know I did. Probably should have been working, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta take the day off. Anyway, so we were getting back into the swing of things, and I need to do some stuff to this frame prior to us blasting it. So I thought this would make a perfect video. So this week's video is gonna be on outgassing, or prep prior to sandblasting. This is a builder local to us. He does some awesome cars, awesome builds. He just wants it sandblasted because in some areas he needs it fixed first. So he wants it sandblasted, maybe powder coated after he gets it fixed. He wasn't 100% sure, but that is completely fine. We just do sandblasting. And I apologize, I'm stuffy. I got sick, I caught it, you know. I tried to dodge it, but it got me. So he's debating whether or not powder coat, but we just do sandblasting. But to keep the ball rolling, just in case he does want it powder coated, if we were to just sandblast this, it's greasy. This is a 67 Bel Air, a Chevy convertible. So it's 60 plus years old. The grease is probably soaked into the metal. Maybe not, but for precautionary reasons, we're gonna outgas it first. Outgassing is taking something, putting it in the oven, turning it up to like 450 degrees and letting it run for an hour or two and getting everything out of the metal, all the contaminants, bringing everything to the surface. So after it's cool, after we pull it out of the oven, let it cool, all the contaminants are on the surface and we blast it off clean. So then the next step would be to powder coat it. So when you powder coat it, you don't get contaminants rising up from the metal, causing bubbling issues and more contaminants in the powder, and overall just a failed powder coating job. So I'm gonna do precautionary steps just in case he's like, hey, I do want to powder coat it. We already outgassed it. We already sandblasted it. So we would just get it in, another quick sandblasting, slap some powder on there. She's out the door, good to go. So this thing is very greasy. I'm gonna take you guys with me on this. So I got you in my hands. So this thing is pretty greasy. It's actually a very clean car. Obviously you see the buildup of the grease. Obviously this is probably pretty normal because the motor sits right there, so oil or whatever, brake fluid, whatever it is. I mean, you can see the contaminants builds up, and that's what I'm talking about. This has been on there for a long time, longer than I've probably been alive. So it may have soaked in the metal, so we want to bring all that stuff to the surface to be blasted and clean. So it's kind of nasty. I mean, for this kind of frame, you see what I'm talking about, he needs to fix that. It's kind of split, but it's just overall crusty. So like I said, just wanted to show you guys. Clean. Must have been a Southern or a Cali car.
Here you go, guys. The frame is all nice and clean, as you can see. We're going to unload it, get ready for the customer to come and pick it up, and we appreciate you guys watching these videos, and we'll see you on the next one. So long.